Hi, I'm Lori Vincent, and welcome to this book talk. It is an updated book talk on one that I did last month. It is the novel by Naomi Alderman titled The Power. And when I did the initial book talk, I had not yet read the book, but it had been on my to be read list for quite a while. And so I decided to dive in. And this book, uh, it took me a little longer to read it than I had anticipated. And although I understand the premise for the book, and the premise for the book is what would the world be like if instead of it being a male dominated world, if it had been a female dominated world instead? What might change? And so it's this idea of speculative fiction. What if? And so it does cross a little bit with sci-fi because, as I mentioned in the first book talk, that the women are able to sort of take over dominance because they have developed the ability to produce and use electricity, well, definitely as a weapon. But there were some elements about religion that were in here that I wasn't quite expecting. It was a tough read in some parts where the author, I think, is making some very clear points about the abuse of power, and it comes out in the form of sexual assault. Um, and I guess the final thought that I was left with is that um, maybe the idea isn't that the world would be less violent or more peaceful if women ran the world. That that absolute power corrupts absolutely, and we know that, right? And that it is more of a commentary on the human nature for greed and control, and what happens when we lose our ability to feel for others based on their anything, their gender or their religion or their race. So that is the updated book talk. It is a smart book. It's got a lot of discussion potential, and it really caused me to think. And I think that you may enjoy it as well. So if you want it, it is in the classroom library. Thanks.